And we're live. Thanks for pointing out that there wasn't music, because if there was no music, that means there would have been no mics either if it wasn't working properly. So I had to restart our Rodecaster.
You all went deaf.
Yeah, it's a skill issue. What do you want from me? You know? Technology. If you see the visuals, you think you hear the audio. What am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to know that the audio's not working?
Well, we heard the audio.
Yeah.
The,
it was
the
just,
computer didn't hear the audio.
It was just the computer's fault. You know? You know what I learned this morning, though? You know what? Actually, what I've learned in the last 48 hours is that the laughing emoji needs to be taken out of Sean Rubino's inventory. It needs to be taken away from him, because almost every time he uses it,
he's laughing.
He comes off like a douchebag.
He's laughing. It's funny.
I'm laughing too. Look at me. I'm laughing too.
And that's why there was no audio.
and that's exactly what the problem was. So yeah, hey, happy Monday. Good afternoon. Good to see you. It's been it was a nice few days. I use when I'm not being serious. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out tone. And,
so we're not funny.
You know, I feel like when you use the laughing face following a statement that could be rude, it doesn't look like you're joking. It just looks like you're laughing at that person. You see what I'm saying?
Laughing at us, not with us.
You know, there are internet rules. We'll write them up. We'll make a scroll.
We'll call it Rule 34.
No. I'm just kidding. It's not a big deal. As you can see, it's my laughing face. I was not being serious. It's fine.
LMAO.
It's fine. Sorry about no movie night last night for members. Also, I need to record on this too. Oops, almost went live again. Yeah, sorry about no movie night last night. I had to get up insanely early, and I didn't find out until about 7 p.m.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it put a dent in my plans, but we do have a fat amount of topics today, most of which are video games. Isn't that fun?
We're gaming. We're gaming. Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, Summer Games Fest. Then you had the Future Game Showcase. You had the Xbox Game Showcase. A lot happened. I was very picky and choosy about what topics we covered. And honestly, in terms of horror, there wasn't a lot. There was a big boy. There was Resident Evil, and that broke the internet, especially for horror fans. So that was huge. But in terms of new indie game announcements, there were some. Blumhouse Games had a lot.
A lot of horror adjacent kind of stuff.
Yeah. I guess because we're selfish around these parts, I think what a lot of us may have been looking for would have been something IP related.
Right.
Anything. I wasn't expecting anything from Gun or anything like that, but who knows what else is being cooked up out there that
last year Saber was all over. Toxic Commando,
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And where are those games?
Where is Toxic Commando actually? So Jurassic Park, we know that is happening.
We just got another trailer for that a couple months ago.
We just talked about that game, so they're fine. But yeah, where is Toxic Commando? Does it exist? I don't know.
Come on.
You like this little monitor setup? It works.
It works.
It's like 2 inches bigger.
Yeah.
Story of my life. 2 inches bigger, and you'd be in a great spot.
You don't want to be too big.
Right now, it's passable. But 2 inches bigger being a good spot. But yeah, it's nice to actually have something devoted to chat. Okay, let's get into this. We're going to start off with a nice Killer Klowns patch review. I have been very depressed reading all the patch reviews for the Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game 1 year anniversary update.
The subreddit is not happy.
Subreddit X was dogging on him pretty bad, and it's a little upsetting because I think a lot of the feedback, the negative feedback they're getting, is a direct result from made up expectations. In which I don't like to be that guy for these games. I think expecting things from developers and people delivering, it's kind of part of it. You're giving these people money, they should be delivering, right? But at the same time, Killer Klowns, for me, they've been very consistent on how they release updates, the types of DLC they have released along the way. It's been a year, and not once have we gotten a new class, a new clown class. We haven't gotten new weapons. And that in of itself, that's not a great thing. If you want to judge the game on that, I think that's more than fair. But I think a lot of people were expecting those types of things with the 1 year anniversary update. And I don't get why. They never said they were going to do those things. They never said that there was going to be a new map. And had they announced those types of things or teased those types of things and they didn't deliver, then I would get it. But just where we're at in this game's life cycle, of course there's more that I want. I can't believe there's not a spaceship map. I understand why there's not, just game mechanic wise. But yeah, where we're at in this game's life cycle, to get an update of this size, I thought was pretty great.
I think some of the negativity, yes, there is. Most of it is just false expectations. Yeah. I think a lot of people are just upset at asymmetrical horror in general.
Sure.
So they were already mad. They're still mad from TCM news. And then it was just asymmetrical multiplayer. Boo! Yeah. News. Boo! I think, people are going nuts with their false expectations, first of all. But then it's like, yep, this is the Ilphonic formula. Just copy and paste, but take out gun and put in Ilphonic. I'm like, where you've never hated on this game in the last year since it's been out. Why are you hating on it now?
Yeah, it's interesting. Some of the most negative, like brutal reviews I've seen of the patch are from people that have not played the game until now. Right. Or they played at launch for like 10 hours and then they've been gone for the last year. And again, if you want to dog on the game, if you want to give it bad reviews as a whole because of the lack of things, the things they could have done that they didn't, I think that's fair. Just when you compare this patch to everything we've gotten, and even just the last 6 months, it's a good patch.
Yeah,
man. It did nothing broke with their 1 year anniversary update. Nothing broke, and the thing is with Killer Klowns, especially now, I think it gets compared to TCM very aggressively, and that's because TCM just died, and it's like, okay, what's the next ASIM game that's not Dead by Daylight? I guess it's Killer Klowns.
Boo!
Yeah, right. They move on to that, and they kind of expect the same player base that was TCM to be there, and it's not. No. It's not. It's a fraction of the players, dedicated, loyal players. Don't get me wrong, but it's a fraction of the size, and that's why you look at TCM, and it's even more frustrating because you're like, dude. They had the player base. They had the ability to make a lot of goddamn money with that game. The concurrent players, I know PC, people look at those numbers all the time. Even when Killer Klowns, 7 concurrent players on there, it's not a good thing to look at. It's not that bad, okay? There are a lot more players on consoles with both of those games because PC players, honestly, in ASIM in general, other than Dead by Daylight, I've never seen an ASIM game do well, ever, on PC.
Yeah. Well, there's the stat like
the dogs are about to get shot.
There's the stat like only a certain percent of all PC gamers buy things at full price anyway.
Yeah, that's a big part of it too.
So even if they're getting it on sale, they're way less players than bought it at full price or pre-ordered.
Yeah, I think Killer Klowns peaked on its PC player pool at launch. A lot of which were content creators who got the game for free, and that was only like 4,000. So they never had a big jump. At least TCM got to 16,000. Lost a lot of it when they pulled from the crossplay pool, but yeah, these games just don't really do well on PC. It's one of the reasons why you keep, as more and more indie games, which we're talking about 2 of them today, as more and more indie ASIM games pop up that are PC only, they're doomed to fail because they just aren't able to make money. Like they're not able to get money in. Because it's very hard to find a player base on PC only in the ASIM space.
And then on the other side, you can't just go right to console. That is so much more expensive.
Money. Yeah, it's just very hard to find the success over there. You have to do it perfectly. You have to have a great game. You have to launch with a great game on PC.
DBD got lucky in that regard.
Well, they did. It's perfect timing. It was perfect timing.
Perfect timing, exactly.
Yeah.
And look at them now.
Yeah, and then they got Halloween, too, right away. Like
perfect timing.
Made a big difference. But
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, people feel like been a little overly negative to the Killer Klowns patch because I think it's probably the best patch we've gotten. I never, honest to God, if they were to sunset the game, I think that wouldn't surprise anybody. Usually at this point in the game's life cycles, they don't touch balance anymore.
Right.
And they did. They made some balance changes, the biggest of which was the LOL buff. LOL, we're very vocal about LOL, the clown ability. It was awful. It did nothing. Yeah. Like you would activate it, and that's what brings back your health. That's what gives you a speed boost and a stamina boost. The speed boost was effective to a degree, but it wasn't enough to catch a human using an energy drink, which there were like an unlimited amount on the maps.
Right.
So, which they did pull those back. I didn't. Let me just say, I did not notice that.
Yeah, that's a main critique that I think is actually valid. Not seeing that come across from the notes.
There was supposed to be less ice creams and less energy drinks. I was finding them just fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, the LOL you just couldn't keep up, and then LOL being as your health regeneration, you'd be in the middle of fighting a bunch of humans who are just swinging away. You use LOL to try to not die, and they just swing right through and they kill you anyway.
Yeah, that was it. It was, if you're 1-on-1 and they don't have an energy drink or an ice cream, you have a shot. If they have an energy drink or if it's 2-on-1, you're going down.
Yeah, especially if you're shorty. Like it was brutal. And now LOL stamina's better, stamina generation on it's better. Speed is way faster, and you're dealing out a good damage too. It's good enough. It is a good buff to where playing clowns is not miserable. It made playing clowns fun again. Mm-hmm. I've seen some arguments that it's probably too good. I don't think so. And that's coming, obviously, we mainly play human because that's how the game works. I don't think so. I just stop.
Just keep watching,
fucking
or I'll
to kill
fucking
humans.
kill you.
Yeah, stop trying to kill humans the whole time.
Right.
Like you don't need to do that. You could just, cause the thing is, I think that most people complaining on the human side about the LOL buff are bully squads. I think it's a lot of people who want to go out and kill clowns, which is fun, and you can absolutely still do that. Like you can definitely still beat the shit out of clowns.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more difficult now, and it comes with a risk. And it should, man. There was no risk before. If you got good RNG, you got your weapons, there you were not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't going to happen. So I think the LOL buff is good. I don't think you should change it at all. I think it's good where it is, honestly.
I agree. Yeah, it's definitely still counterable. Not OP, but good for clowns, especially a year of suffering.
Yeah, it'd be different. I wish you could change the LOL ability from clown to clown. Like it probably shouldn't be as effective on Shorty, but when you use it on Chubby, it makes him actually fun to play. Chubby was boring as shit to play because you can't get around the map at all.
Right.
And if you get into a chase, you're not catching anybody. Now LOL makes it possible. You have a fighting chance.
Yeah, maybe that's another tweak they can do.
Yeah, it's only brutal with Shorty because he's insanely fast, and then you could combine like the boxing gloves with it. And you can punch so fast with LOL.
Yeah.
The mace got nerfed and buffed at the same time. The combo or the basic attack for the mace was nerfed, and the charge up attack on the mace was buffed. I only saw the charge up a handful of times. It was just as good as I remember it, so I don't know how big of a difference it made. I didn't find that the mace, like the nerf to the basic, I didn't really feel like it made much of a difference.
I agree, and so did a lot of people.
It was still kicking my ass.
It was still killing me over and over and over.
Yeah. So alongside the patch was all the free new skins, 40 plus new skins, 80 plus new challenges, a lot of which, 40 of those challenges are XP only challenges. That's still fine to me.
Yeah.
If you're going to give 40 new, even if they're just color swaps or whatever, 40 new cosmetics for free, who are we to complain?
Right.
We're used to nothing for free, And some of the challenges that they added, like the gold skin challenges, they're very hard.
Yeah.
They're going to take some time. One is killing 100 human or 1,000 humans, which that in theory wouldn't be too hard. It's similar to like Jason. It's hard just to play as those characters. It's hard to get Jason. It's hard to get clowns.
Right. You can do it in private match. There are a couple people I've seen posting with their golden clown skins.
Yeah.
You're like, you just grinded private matches, didn't you?
Yeah, so on the clown side, it's not too bad. But to get the gold human skins, you have to get 1,000 clown kills.
That's so many, dude.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. And that, man, especially with the LOL buff now, good luck.
I haven't seen anyone post on that today. I didn't check today.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Yeah, because you can't do it in private matches. So
unless you had a friend that's just willing
to
do that, or another console, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that would be
still brutal.
Yeah. Now, the big thing, they teased Clownzilla before the release, and that led to a lot of people thinking big top map, which again they never ever said a word about a new map. I don't know why they're not doing a new map, but I would like to see that. I want IllFonic to be transparent on whether or not a new map will happen.
Right.
That's what I want, because it just remove the expectation. If you're not going to do one, that's fine, I guess. It sucks, but just let us know. So we're just not like, okay, new map soon. Like, come on. But yeah, with the Clownzilla tease, a lot of people are assuming a new map. I saw a lot of people even thinking a playable character, which is crazy.
What I don't understand is they show the beginning of a Clowntality. It is very clear. If you played the game, you know that's a Clowntality. So why... And then he is coming. Oh, shit. Clownzilla in a Clowntality.
We knew that, but before that, they teased him. Before that, even before the tease of the Clowntality. So, yeah.
How do you play as Clownzilla?
You don't. I don't.
You don't.
I think what would have been cool is on a new map to have him come in at the Clownpocalypse.
Yeah.
Or you could just add him to the Clownpocalypse now. Like,
yeah, just standing outside of the map, or maybe he just falls into the center with, like, I don't know, 30 seconds left.
It'd be sweet.
Just fall into the center of the map and just yell.
Yeah. I think if Clownzilla was added as an early Clownpocalypse bonus, that would be cool. That's what I'd want to see. So if we could they made the model, right? They went out of their way and made the model so we could just keep using it. That'd be great, even if it is just for Clowntalities. But the Clowntality itself is cool.
Oh, yeah.
So that means it's a win for me. Then they added a new skin, which they never even announced, a new clown skin for Chubby Dolly. It's probably the best from the Kyoto Diaries that we've seen so far.
Agreed.
I really
Absolutely
like
agree.
Yeah, she's sexy.
Yeah, she's hot.
Big fan of Dolly. But then they also released the spacesuits. This is the only premium, other than Dolly was premium as well. But the spacesuits was a new premium cosmetic. And it is pretty expensive, though, at 600 tickets.
Little bit.
Which is the equivalent of right around $12. It's like, it is for every clown. There's a bunch of color. There's 10 different color variants of it. So I get it. But $12 for, I don't know.
Little much.
I haven't gotten it yet for that reason. Like
maybe like $2.99, $3.99.
Yeah, well, even I was expecting like between 6 and 7. So being a double of that is kind of tough. But at the same, you compare it to Dead by Daylight's fucking brutal with their skins. Just saying.
True.
They're over $10 each.
Yeah.
Like the good skins. Yeah, they're roughly $10 each. So, but they also they have a million free things at the same time and things to earn, and you can get Auric cells for free too. So
right.
Yeah, there are ways. That's what if IllFonic would add a way to get tickets for free, I think that would really help with judging your content prices.
I think the point in this game's life, out of scope.
Well, truly, like legitimately out of scope on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I thought the batch was solid. Made the game more fun to play, and they're still delivering content for a game that has probably, I don't know, a tenth of the players that TCN did.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
And that game's still kicking. Still kicking.
Yeah, TCM?
Oh, no.
Oh, Killer Klowns.
Killer Klowns.
Oh, yeah.
TCM's dead, bro.
Well, yeah. Certainly dead developmentally.
Correct.
RIP. But, okay, let's take a break real quick. Catch our breaths. Is there anything horrible we missed in chat so far, huh? Chat. Before we move on to our next topic. That's all. Are we arguing about Dead by Daylight's prices? Nerd! Oh.
DBD Jaws fan concept.
Did you see it?
I did not. No.
It's
Twitter X.
Yeah, it's on X. It's on it. So somebody actually made the shark model, and it's Bruce. Basically, he has a puddle of water that goes with him. That's it. Yeah. It's like a puddle of water that it goes with him while he goes across the map. Okay. His ability allows him to go under the water, and then you have the score there and just the fin at the top. It's actually pretty cheeky.
You know what? Yeah.
It kind of works.
It kind of does.
Yeah. It's never going to happen, but it kind of works.
He picks him up and holds him in his mouth.
Yeah, why not?
For how long have we been like, there's no way it's gonna work? Like, there's no way Bruce would. This kind of works.
The concept, like when you think about it, is very stupid.
Oh, for sure.
When you think about it logistically, it's pretty stupid, but it does work. It shows that you can do it.
Yeah, this all right. It's all right.
Alan's a big DBD fanboy, as you can see. Quick to defend those prices. It's fine because of how much they deliver for free, and like I said, you can get org cells, but you
can earn the currency, right?
If you wanna do the math, if you were to jump into Dead by Daylight and buy all the skins, like Chucky right now, for example, to buy all of his skins, I think it's $40. That's just one character. I mean, they have so many licensed skins, so I'm being nice here, but they are about $10 a pop for any legendary skin.
Yeah.
That is all.
Me. Candyman and Leprechaun? Candyman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. Which if you're going to have affordable prices, doing it where the chapter is cheaper, which it's a good price. It is $7 on average. I think now they're $7.99. They might be. Inflation. Tariffs. But yeah, dude, they get you pretty hard with the DLC. But I never really, or cosmetics, I never really cared about that kind of stuff though, because it's one, go look at your big boy games. Call of Duty's out here with $20 a pop for like half-assed cosmetics. As long as you have a lot of options to do for free with your season passes and unlockables, which Dead by Daylight has plenty on, who really cares?
Yeah.
You want to spend money on your favorite character? Go spend money on your favorite character.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay. Let's move on to our next topic. Staying in the Ilphonic route, Predator Hunting Grounds. Another game that is shockingly alive and well. It has a very loyal, dedicated player base. It may be small, but it's there.
It died.
Yeah.
It came back.
Yeah. Well, you got to see some more of that. Can we do that with Evil Dead? Can we make that happen? I know there's a lot more licensors on Evil Dead the game, but can we... Why'd that happen? What do you say fuck me for?
Chat.
Okay, we'll fix that after this topic.
Chat fell.
Yeah, we could just get some more of that. That would be great. I want to see some things like that. But Predator Hunting Grounds still out there cooking, okay? Just came out. If you didn't know, Predator Killer of Killers is out. And it's a great fucking movie.
That's what I've heard. I haven't seen it yet,
Dude.
but all the reviews are very good. People saying it's like second best.
It might be my favorite, like, overall.
Really?
Yeah, it is one, the story in of itself, such a cool concept. The killer of killer concepts. People have killed predators. Let's bring them together. They go to battle. And then they finally, the reason I love the Predator comics so much is because they're playing around with time so much. And we got that in Killer of Killers. We're all across time. And I just think that's so cool. And some of the Predator designs in there were sweet. I was like, man, could you do this in the game? It'd be sweet if they could pull this off in the game. They are. They announced it. You take a gander. Killer of Killers. The two of the Predators from Predator Killer of Killers, which is now available on Hulu, by the way, are going to be making it into the game. No release date announced. They just said coming soon. I'm really glad the stealthy Predator got in there. So you have the brute Predator, massive, strong Predator. We see it battle a fierce Viking warlord in the movie.
Okay.
Pretty kick-ass. The thing in the movie, it's super exaggerated how big and shredded this Predator is.
Right.
If you may have seen the criticisms of that, actually, when the trailer first came out, they make it work. It's sweet.
Okay.
They brought Brute back a little bit here. A little bit smaller, but still, it looks good.
Tall boy.
Now, the other one they did was the stealthy Predator, which is known for cloaking, as he relies on the cloaking device. In the way we see, such a badass. I thought that look in the movie was so cool. So to get it in the game, and it's pretty damn accurate, I'm in. It is super cool. Day one purchase for me. I'm back in the game. I'm not even a Predator main, but I'm back in the game.
Back in the game. I mean, TCM's done. Predator keeps cooking. Just swap them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the one they didn't do is the pilot Predator, which I kind of get because the pilot Predator basically only has like an eye patch thing going on. Doesn't look like your traditional Predator, and the pilot Predator flies. It's a pilot. That's how it works. So I assume that's why they didn't go that route, but it would be cool to still see that skin.
Well, how are you going to fly through the jungle?
You just don't have it fly, I guess. It's just a skin. And we already have a brute style of Predator. It's literally called the brute. And the stealthy Predator in the game. They're just taking those cosmetics. Maybe that's why they're doing it, because the pilot is not a class of Predators in the game. Either way, I'm in. Super cool.
Yeah, for sure.
They did it.
Yeah, I got to watch that. I kind of want to watch all of them just to, get the vibe.
Get the vibe. Let me fix a freaking chat. Hold on.
Chat.
How are we supposed to talk to you guys if we can't see the chat?
I don't know what you're saying. You could be calling me a weenie.
Don't. Probably are.
Don't call me a weenie.
Don't call me a weenie. I need to get a proper mount for this. I saw this day coming.
Didn't think it'd be today.
Oh, that's why. Come on.
Holy MacGyver.
It's not MacGyver. It's just it's a monitor stand. It's just a clip-on one. Nothing to MacGyver about it. I didn't do anything with it.
What's the sparkly for? Is that for
structural
integrity?
I don't know. That was just there. Come on. Oh, it fell back off. Okay, let's do it this way.
I am not a Weenie Hut Jr. fan club member. 5 Nights at Quagmire's would be very scary. It would. 5 Nights at Quaggies.
Stay there. Can you read that?
I mean, I can, but...
Well, don't bang the table.
Well, I'm not banging the table.
To be honest, it's barely on there. It's probably going to fall again.
Okay. Skateboard's pretty lit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you... Oh, I didn't realize you could just see it on your main cam like that. This is why we don't cut to those cams anymore, do we?
Chat.
Don't fall. Wherever you do... What I just said! All right. She might be out of commission.
Chat.
Well, I could just... Maybe that's the play. We do like one of these. Jesus thing. Jesus. Holy crap. This thing's super weak until it's not. Might be a problem for a different Monday. It is a problem for a different Monday. I give up.
Chat.
Hold on. I can take this off at least. Somebody paid the Pied Pfeiffer? Because we don't really need to see that as much.
Chat.
Alright. Where's my cable? Okay. Wow. That was I'm sweating. It's hard work.
I was sweating this morning.
It's supposed to be cooler today, Doesn't help that I decided to wear pants and a long sleeve shirt today.
Well, that'll do it.
But I saw the Uber Jason shirt and I had to grab it. So my faculty shirt will be here today.
Really?
Cavity Colors.
My Pentagram Peter Pan showed up.
Which one is that?
The Scream ones.
What? Those are like forever ago.
Dewey. Yeah.
Those just came in?
Yeah.
I've had mine for like 2 months.
No, those only came out like a month ago. There
are different ones? Like the ones that came out at the same time as the Scream 6 ones?
Dwight.
Oh, those.
Stewart.
Yeah, the character.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got those today.
I didn't order any of those.
Or yesterday.
It wasn't enough for me to justify the purchase. But what I did get is the Jaws game. Jaws, the game from NECA. And it's here. We're about to play it on stream on Thursday.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Is it 2-player?
I don't know. I think the way to make it 2-player would be to because you play and you get to whoever can get the most items out before Bruce clamps down on your thing.
No.
I think that's how it works. I will be streaming later today. That's the game plan. The GP. Okay, let's move on to our next topic. Summer camp. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay. I was sent the teaser trailer, the sneak peek for Summer Camp the game. I can't show it to you. Okay, I'm not gonna be that guy. Although we did not sign NDAs. They have a lot of trust. They have a lot of trust in us. I'm not gonna do that because I'm a good person. You'd be surprised how many devs just trust people. It's playing with fire because eventually you will get screwed. True. It happens every time. But yeah, it's just a short 30-second little teaser. It's cinematic. It's like a cinematic camera movement and all that. No actual gameplay in there, which is not surprising. Kind of what I expected.
Right.
You do get some voice acting. You do get a little bit mention of Moon, one of the characters in there. Mm-hmm. Seen a lot of fan art from Moon. What I just wanted to really say about it, because it's so little there, is that it looks good. Like it's graphically, it looks like F-13. It reminds me of the first teaser for F-13.
Vibes.
They got the vibes. They get it. So that's all there really is. There's not like a lot to review on it. Just want to let you know it's coming, and they get the vibes.
It's lit.
That's what you need to know about it. But in other news, first of all, let me make sure everything's pulled up here for my other news. Jeez, where's my cursor? There it is. Sorry about that. Let's talk about another ASIM game on the way.
Boo.
No, hold on.
Ooh.
This one's going super under the radar.
Yeah.
And it needs to not be, because it's got some super cool stuff going on. It's called Lights Out at Holloway House. I already left a link in the description to follow them. It's from Rotten Doll Studios, a small, new indie dev team with a shockingly professional website.
The website caught me off guard.
Yeah, like the website alone, I was like, we got some serious guys here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know they're taking it seriously. It's an 80s-inspired slasher horror game. 1 killer, 4 victims, no escape, sneak, scream, survive. That's their description.
Whoa.
More on the synopsis here. A party in the abandoned Holloway house turns deadly when the host is found murdered. Trapped and hunted, the friends must outsmart a relentless killer lurking in the dark. Every room hides a trap. Every shadow conceals a secret. Survival isn't guaranteed. Someone always makes it out, but what's left of them? First there's not a lot yet.
No.
Just to be clear. But like I said, website alone, I was like, they're trying here.
For real.
They're cooking. So first thing we got was an image teaser, a concept art teaser for, let me actually just open this back up. I want to make sure I'm not reading anything that's not accurate. I keep getting Peak Labs. So she's the sheriff's daughter. Holloway's golden girl. Money, power, and a smile that could kill. Mary Ann can talk her way out of most situations. Unfortunately, serial killers aren't great listeners. So, okay. There's your first teaser. Then, which I was surprised by, they gave us an actual sort of like a cinematic, really short teaser.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull that up for you. 1 second. Let me get the full screen. So I want sound on this one because I thought there's VO there. Sorry that's so loud. But now you've heard it. But now let me show you.
Oh my god.
You see what I'm saying? You see, like they're doing things here.
Yeah.
They're doing things here that are pretty sweet.
We're actually seeing stuff. Instead of just, hey, this game's coming out. Toxic Commando game coming out soon.
Sorry that was so loud.
Where
it scared me too. Toxic, for real.
But we're actually seeing something. Anything. Love it.
Yeah. And then This is when I pull this up, it might end up being loud too. I will I will make sure I adjust my volume first. So we got a teaser of the character Marianne Sinclair, who I just described before. That was her concept art we saw before. And I just want to, it's about 1 minute and 45 seconds of just some lines in there that are at like phone quality, which is interesting, with the filter over it. So just know that's not your headphones being bad. That's just a filter they have on it. I'll turn it down a little bit. But just so you can hear some of the very legit like VO we got going on here.
I need to go now. Right now. Please. Why does nothing ever work around here? Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. Yes! Oh my lord. Yes! Oh no. Fuck. You can do this, Marianne. Come on. Oh my god, hello, please, Daddy. Please. Who's that? Okay, whatever. Just send help at the Elite House. I don't have much time to explain. Oh my god, just move on.
Okay. That's what I just wanted to show that. Just a couple clips there. Like, dude, like some serious VO. It's interesting that they're already like that far along. Who knows? I know what they did say to me privately was they want it out as fast as possible. Of course, don't
rush it.
Don't rush it. You know, like we said earlier, you have one shot on PC to make an impression, and if it doesn't go well, you're in a bad spot and immediately doomed. But I just see a ton of potential with this.
Yeah.
Another 1v4 is interesting, but the idea of being kind of trapped in a house and they already put an emphasis on sneaking around. I don't know. I'm just invested. And I think people should be too.
Yeah, every room hides a trap.
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that
Is that
mean?
actually gameplay invested? I don't know. But I do kind of want to read the actual character description there if you didn't see it. My quality on my iPad is bad, so I might struggle. But blonde bob, pearl necklace, summer dress. Marianne doesn't try to be the center of attention. She just is. She's confident, commanding, and dangerously charming with a sharp tongue and a sharper sense of style. Best friends with Dan, and definitely the one who decides where the party's happening, even if that party is in a creepy abandoned farmhouse, the Holloway House. She doesn't handle fear well when she's alone, but in a group, she's a fierce. Marianne can talk her way out of most situations. Unfortunately, serial killers aren't great listeners. Pretty, popular, and smarter than she looks, but when the night gets dark, does she have what it takes to make it out? There you go. There's our first legitimate character reveal. Marianne Sinclair. Daddy's a sheriff.
It's lit.
Can't believe it. They also put out this newspaper ad, which I think I can actually pull it up. Let me see here. I thought it was super cool too. It's opening over here. So they put out this ad as well. It's like a teaser image. And I think this is super cool too. This is where you find out that her daddy is the sheriff. Sheriff Sinclair and deputies responded to a distressed neighbor's call at approximately 11:36 p.m., reporting what she believed to be violent fighting and screams too horrible to be human. Upon entering the Wilburn household, officers discovered the bodies of Douglas Wilburn and Margaret Wilburn and their 12-year-old son, Elliot, each slain what the investigators are calling a deliberate, repeated force. No firearms were discharged.
Yeah, and then it says right there, a fourth family member, redacted, age 17, remains missing. I wonder why.
I wonder who's the guilty one. So, yeah, I don't know, because they said witness recalls uncanny mask, and we kind of got that image there. Where are they going to go with that?
So what, this takes place in 1972.
1972.
So, yeah. Friday, June 18th. Coming up.
That's a coincidence.
Is that real? It was June 18th, 1972, Friday?
Probably.
I'm going to check.
Probably. That takes a minimal amount of research to figure out. So.
A Trident jetliner crashed shortly after takeoff from Heathrow Airport, killing all 118 people on board, including.
Is this news? What are you reading me? This is real.
In 1972.
Oh, I was like, right now?
No,
fuck.
No, June 18th, 1972. It also included former CIA official Carmel Offey.
Oh,
interesting. What day of the week is it? Still don't know. It was a Saturday. Sunday. It was a Sunday.
Unbelievable.
All right. Throw it all out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. The point I was bringing up today, and I might even post this as a video separately, I think it's worth checking out. I think it's worth paying attention to. I don't want to be one of those that goes under the radar, because if just the amount of professionalism I've seen so far, I think there's hope for something pretty cool.
Yeah, and given these little teases and character descriptions and all that, like, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. But all right, let's move on to our next topic. You already brought it up in the chat earlier. I saw the Terrifier, the arcade game demo dropped. It's pretty sweet. This is at the Future Games Showcase. They gave footage. I specifically said, don't do that. First of all, that David Howard Thornton, have we got in there?
Maybe. Looks like, yeah.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah.
I like that. We did play the demo. Nick primarily played it. I sat there and watched.
Yeah, I ran through a couple of the stages here.
Yeah, it's a demo. There's not a lot going on there. So, but you get the vibes pretty quickly. The amount of attacks you can do, the character swapping. What I thought was neat was all the other modes that are going to be in it.
Yeah, there was like 6 modes.
Yeah, they kind of show you a little bit at the beginning here. 1 second. Yeah, this is what I find interesting. They have the story mode, the arcade mode, which is what you can play in the demo right now.
Waves
versus time attack, boss rush. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there is true co-op, local co-op.
4-player.
That's fun.
Love it.
The idea, and one of those is Chris Jericho.
That is true. Yeah, the demo only has the just the arcade, which is this.
Yeah, they actually give you more to play in that demo than I thought they would.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
there's a good amount in there. They have things like VHS filters over it, or a CRT filter you can have over your gameplay, just to really emphasize the retro vibes. But just to be clear, demo PS5, PC only.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. Oh,
yeah. So just so you know, PS5 and on Steam, demo available right now.
Switch.
Well, the game, I don't think the demo's on Switch too, because I don't think it was.
Wasn't there a thing where they weren't releasing on Xbox?
Yeah, now they are though.
But now they are, but it's not here.
So the demo is on Switch as well.
Oh,
I kind of forgot they're releasing on Switch. I just
Switch
think
2. How did they get this release on Switch?
Yeah, it's such a brutal, gory. I mean, because the retro, then you kind of
maybe
that's where you want to play retro games at, dude. Nintendo,
for real.
But yeah, they haven't really been pushing the release date yet, but everything for the physical release says shipping October 17th, my birthday. So I know what I'm getting for my birthday. October 17th this year. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I played probably 20 minutes of it. It is a little hard. I don't play these games all the time. It's a little difficult, but maybe that's why they released a demo.
Yeah.
Do little tweaks here and there. Some of the big guys block a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Don't you remember Manhunt 2 on the Wii? True. Zombie was on the Wii. Zombie U. Remember Zombie U?
Yeah. On the Wii U.
Well, didn't that game suck?
I'm sure it did.
Oh, bummer. Hey, okay. Where's my mute? Sorry. In other news, you remember Deathground?
I do.
It was announced. God, it's 4 years. It's been a minute.
3 or 4. Yeah.
Deathground was basically described as the Jurassic Park survival game, and now we have a Jurassic Park survival coming out.
Well, yeah.
But hold on. Okay, that sounds like, okay, Deathground doesn't matter anymore. Not the case. Okay, because Jurassic Park Survival is a single-player game from Saber Interactive, linear. This, Deathground, is a dinosaur horror experience that you can play with friends, with a team of up to 4 players, squad-based terror, or attempt to survive alone in a solo session. You can do that too. Team-based objectives, suspenseful gameplay, and constant mortal danger every round, or danger around every corner. Teamwork and cooperation are essential to survive. The thing is, they just got a new trailer at Future Game Show that finally narrowed down a release date. It's been forever. We've been waiting to see more from Deathground. And this is the first time we're seeing some legitimate gameplay, too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Cooking?
There's some stuff that feels like it's right out of Jurassic Park, which
Yeah.
if you're going to do a dinosaur horror game, like, yeah. None of us were expecting a Jurassic Park game to actually be announced after this, okay? Came out of nowhere, but yeah, you can see some pretty legit visuals. I like it, man. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we get to the... Oh, gosh. But what they gave us here, a little bit of a release date window. Q3 2025 is what they're looking at. Q3 2025. Let's take a look at that one more time. Come on. Come on.
Great heavens.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun. So now you'll have 2 horror dinosaur games on the way, but one of which, Deathground, you can play with friends.
Lit.
It's going to be a good time.
Cool.
All right. Let's do it. Let's move on to the next topic, Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9. It was the last thing shown at Summer Games Fest. That's how you know it was a big deal. Dude, sorry, I gotta mute this, or they'll really get us. The visuals are insane.
Yeah.
Like, so it's powered by Re-Engine, and it's harnessing the full power of modern consoles. Resident Evil Requiem delivers spine-chilling realism like never before, with complex character details like lifelike facial expressions, realistic skin textures, and even high-fidelity sweat droplets that are sure to keep players on the edge of their seats. This upcoming entry takes the series back to the iconic Raccoon City, home of the biological disaster that shook the world, combining deeply terrifying aspects of psychological horror with pulse-pounding action that franchise fans know and love.
Sweat, man. Sweat.
I didn't say I said Re-Engine.
R-E. F-R-E-E. That's spelled free.
Re-Engine. Yeah, no. RE-Engine was also used in the Wolfman games recently. But it's been used already. The RE-Engine has. So, yeah. That's it's gonna look damn good. But let's move forward here a little bit, because
I mean, what we're seeing is already, yeah. Look at the sweat.
It's crazy. But
yeah,
some new things that came out after the fact. It takes place in 2026. Leon Kennedy will be the main protagonist. Grace Ashcroft, who is Alyssa's daughter from Outbreak, takes on a very important role. And Alyssa Ashcroft, we found out, was murdered in 2018 during a hotel investigation, which is where some of the plot's coming from.
Great.
Coming out February 27th of 26. Sorry. February 27th of 26.
It's my mom's birthday. That's Scream.
Scream.
Scream 7.
What's more important?
Scream.
Both. But look at this.
Yeah.
Taking us home, man. Taking us back.
I mean, this already looks great. Oh, yeah.
Come on. It's wild, man. The game looks incredible.
Yes,
All of you already knew that news. It broke the internet there for a while, so. But if we didn't talk about it, how stupid would we look? You know what I mean?
It's news.
It's news. Yeah. I think I'm done showing visuals for the rest of the show. Just got some other things we got to talk about. In other news, we got a Crystal Lake update, okay? It's not groundbreaking, but we know some things are actually happening. We knew pre-pro is happening. This is courtesy of Friday the 13th Franchise, it is a fan-run page, but it's about as insider as you can get as a fan-run page.
Right.
And then people are constantly feeding him information. So what we know so far for Crystal Lake, the show, it's being run by Brad Caleb Kane. It's a prequel series. Linda Cardellini is portraying Mrs. Voorhees, and William Catlett is portraying Levon Brooks, who's at this time rumored to be the sheriff of Crystal Lake, but that's not yet confirmed. The working title of the show is Mama's Boy.
Nice.
I like that. The show is set in the 1970s, but multiple organizations reference the year 1971 specifically. So there you go. The full tentative shoot for the first season of Crystal Lake will take place as early as June 18th and conclude on November 21st. This can obviously change, but that's what they're looking at. They're starting next week, basically, June 18th. Pretty wild. The first week of filming, which looks to begin June 18th, will take place in West Milford, New Jersey. They're going home.
Nice.
I actually
nice.
didn't expect that.
No, I thought it'd be soundstaged up.
Yeah, which we know for a fact they're doing some of that.
Right.
But yeah, going out there to West Milford, New Jersey, there are a large number of principal and background characters that will be filling these first couple of days, which makes it look like that setting is likely to be a camp to kick things off. We also got some character details that were being casted for the first days of filming. You have the first character described as partying, kissing, and friend teens from the 1970s.
I'm in.
Number 2, 1970s summer camp kids. Number 3, featured 1970s swimming campers. Get me in there, coach. I'll go swimming.
Same.
There weren't fat guys in the water in the 1970s. A lot less. And about as fat as you got was like Shelley in part 3.
Yeah.
We don't fit the times. Number 4, 1970s experienced lifeguards. And then number 5, canoeing and archery camp counselors. There you go.
Everything you know about lifeguarding now, throw it out the window. This is 1970s lifeguards, okay?
Experienced lifeguards. They look damn good while doing it.
I thought, no, they look good, but they don't know any CPR.
Correct.
They just look good.
That's usually how it goes. What the hell? When did CPR actually become a thing? Was it in the 70s?
Beats me.
Insubordinate. Now, besides the first few actors being announced, one casting call site references the casting directors involved in the talent search, as well as the first assistant director named Greg Edmonds. Greg has worked on a number of extremely popular streaming shows, including Reacher, Gen V, and The Handmaid's Tale.
What is Reacher on? Is it a streaming show? Is it Prime?
It's on Prime. Yeah.
Gen V is Prime. Handmaid's Tale, not sure. I assume Prime, probably.
But this isn't a Prime show.
Well, right. But he's a Prime guy.
And Reacher, obviously, perfect casting. So
True.
it worked out just fine.
CPR 1960. Okay.
Oh, you know. What do you know?
Lit.
All I know is it wasn't in 1955 because they didn't know what it was in Back to the Future 2.
True.
I know CPR. What's CPR? So, there you go. Yeah, Crystal Lake, man, it's actually moving.
Again, who would have thought?
June 18th. Yeah, it's just crazy to see something actually moving in terms of the F-13 IP. And I think we might get, I don't think it'll be a Crystal Lake update or anything like that. If you're not on set, there's nothing to really tease yet. No visuals to show us.
Right.
I think something will come about on June 13th. We'll see. Friday the 13th. Jason Universe is bound to deliver something. Who knows what yet?
Yeah. Yeah. Even if it's just a photo, which would, if that was it, all right, I'll take it, I guess. But even just a photo from set.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We're having fun. Let's move on to our next topic. This is exciting, but it also came with some confusion, and we'll talk about that in a second. The Chain Saw Massacre, a bidding war, started today. Monday, today. If you didn't know, this actually was announced a while ago. There were the rumors of Glenn Powell and A24 interested in doing something with the TCM rights. A bidding war was on the way. Well, now it's started. I think there are several, I think they said up to 8 entities that are actively going to be involved in this and pitching to Verve, who's had the rights since 2017, to make a new movie or, get this, a potential TV series, which I don't know how I feel about that.
I I have in my mind what I would want from a TCM TV series. I feel like that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, the game characters.
No, I think you focus a lot on the family.
Yeah,
You go back and forth between your group of kids and their backstories and their adventures.
yeah.
And then you flash to the family and you flash back to, the war for Choppy Tappy, etc.
Honestly, I don't really care who gets it. I just want them to go in with a real plan and to actually care about the family more. Like it's not just Leatherface.
Right.
We need the family in there. They need to put an emphasis on that because everything we've gotten from TCM for the last 20 years has been one-offs.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, all right, we're back. That movie sucked. We're not going to make another one.
Reboot.
We're back. Oh, that sucked too. All right, we're done. It just
Reboot.
keeps happening. So they've rebooted it, spiritual sequels, et cetera, requels over and over again, and they just keep being one-offs, and they end up being bad. Now it seems like they're really going to try and push something good here, especially because you look at the people who are pitching. Okay, one of them we know is Jordan Peele of Monkey Paw, who are in a deal with Universal right now. So I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, Jordan Peele is looking to have a pitch.
Interesting.
Taylor Sheridan of Paramount. No details, but it will look like Sheridan would just serve as a producer. Not sure what the pitch is going to be there. Osgood Perkins and Neon. Now, as for Perkins, he would only be producing and co-writing with Brian Bertino. Bertino directed the original 2008 The Strangers. He would helm this particular version of Leatherface should Neon win the rights. So I think that's there's some good vibes with The Strangers.
Right.
I could see that. Now, this is a weird one. The Glenn Powell A24 situation, JT Molnar writing, Roy Lee producing. That is a TV pitch that's aligned with A24. And we'll have Austin native, Glenn Powell involved, but not starring like there was originally hinted at when those reports came out. But it is cool. I mean, Glenn Powell directly involved.
Cool.
Why not star? He could be like a Johnny type character.
Yeah.
He could, write that down because I would be more than okay with Glenn Powell playing Johnny. But on top of that as well, so Roy Lee would be pitching with A24 and the Glenn Powell duo there. But also, Roy has a separate pitch ready for a feature film that would be set up with Netflix.
So Roy's just trying to get whatever he can get.
Please let me get there.
Come on, please.
Please let me be involved. So, yeah, I did want to clarify. This is important because I saw a lot of people sharing this in the TCM game, Facebook, and the subreddit, and it's like, now we know why. Now we know why the game died. And I've also seen other people say, with the rights move, can that save the game? And the answer is no to both of those, just to be clear. This is completely unrelated to the Vortex, to Vortex and their rights and the interactive rights. Completely unrelated. That's why they only had the rights to the first film, although the looks of Leatherface, spread across all of the franchise.
Right.
But yeah, they're completely unrelated. This deal changes nothing. I think the best example to look at for this is how Trancas worked with Blumhouse to make the new trilogy. The actual rights of Halloween did not leave Trancas.
Right.
They still own Michael. They still own the IP. It's the exact same thing here. They're just making a new deal to make new movies. So, yeah, in terms of the game, literally nothing. It affects nothing. It also, so if you were, oh my God, the rights moved, does that mean Gunn loses the rights? Now they're going to take it off the store? No. It's completely unrelated. That might happen eventually. Their deal will end at some point.
But unrelated.
But yeah, this is completely unrelated. Just so you know.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a pitch for a TCM TV show.
Well, get in there.
On the CW.
They're pitching right now.
Should I call Roy Lee?
Yeah.
You get another pitch in there for him?
Yeah. On the CW.
On the CW. That's right. We're making a teen drama TCM. I'm just kidding. But I do have an idea.
I think, honestly, like I know us TCM game fanboys, I genuinely think somebody should consider doing something with that approach.
Yeah.
Like the original characters. I think,
a prequel with your original family.
Yeah, and I think you could, following the story of Maria and doing all that, I think going back and forth between focusing on the family and focusing on the victims could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Considering that's where you could run a TV series.
Yeah, because there's just so much more time you need to fill.
Yeah. Do you think Verve would have any interest in working on a Netflix film again?
Money talks.
Why not do because like how Fede Alvarez was involved in creative originally for TCM. He was directing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was out, but then he still produced. I want to see Alvarez's vision. His vision on it. Because I think he's probably one of the best working horror directors right now. Something to consider.
Yeah. I look at all these names and I'm like, I can see it, but I don't know. Oz and Neon.
Weird.
It's weird. Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele's the only one I'm kind of struggling with a little bit.
That one, I guess, would work for a show. It would work for a show because you get more time to, dive into these characters. Jordan Peele would do really good with, in my opinion. But as far as like horror, gore, slasher type thing, I don't know.
I guess we haven't really seen that from Jordan Peele yet. He kind of he's elevated horror, and I just don't know we don't know yet what else Jordan Peele can do. I guess, and then he'd probably only be producing anyway. I doubt we'd see him directing. It would just be like Monkey Paw making the film. But Jordan Peele directing a TCM movie? Dude, where's Zombie at? Now is your time to pitch it, Bob. Get in there and pitch it, man. I'm telling you, I would love to see it. And as somebody who hates on Rob Zombie all the time, his films, I like his music. Somebody who hates in his films all the time, this is the one IP I can truly see him kicking ass at.
Go ahead and direct and consult with the story.
Yeah, just don't write it.
Just don't put your pen to the damn paper.
Don't write any dialogue.
Nope.
You want to come up with a story arc? I'm okay with that.
Come up with some gore, some kills. Cool.
Do not write any dialogue.
For the love of God.
For the love of God. Other than that, I could totally see him doing it. I'd be into it. But yeah, we'll find out. We'll see. Honestly, could be as soon as this week. I don't know how quickly they'll turn around these pitches and make a deal, but I'm sure we'll be hearing more soon.
I'll make my pitch. I'll make it.
Better get there. You better run over to, I don't know, these Zoom pitches.
I have Zoom.
Will you take me on Zoom?
I have Zoom on my... You have Zoom on your phone?
Let's move on to our next topic. Good news. Saw isn't dead. Not yet. You may have known it was not looking good there for a while. Saw 11 was canceled. It was supposed to be coming out this year. It is canceled. There were some issues going on producer side for Lionsgate and Twisted Pictures. Well, now Deadline reports that we're not have to worry about that anymore because several sources say that Blumhouse is acquiring the prospective rights to Twisted Pictures portion of the Saw franchise. So, in a nutshell, they're taking over the IP's ownership from Twisted's Mark Berg and Oren Cools. Lionsgate will continue to be involved as a partner and still owns 50% of the franchise. But Blumhouse now, getting in there.
Now, what happens to Twisted Pictures?
Dude, what do they have?
Dead silence.
It must have been a pretty big payday.
Had to be.
Yeah, I mean, that was their one IP. And the relationship between Lionsgate and Twisted must have been real rough. Then to be like, fine.
Fuck it.
We're going to sell it.
We're done.
We're done now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was their moneymaker. It was one thing to bring in a new partner or something like that, but to sell your entire portion off, I don't know. Just pretty ballsy.
Yeah. It had to have been a good payday. Like right off into the sunset payday. Because
sure,
what else do you have?
I'm sure those deals will come to light sooner rather
eventually.
Than later. Yeah. The thing is, Blumhouse comes with like a red flag these days. Sometimes they cook, sometimes they don't. What we've seen this year from Blum, I mean, A Woman in the Yard, but just the way they've been teasing Black Phone 2, very well done. The choice to go a different route with Megan, I think, was the right call. It's weird, but I think it's going to be a fun movie. We'll find out very soon. And what they're doing with FNAF 2. And they literally said, like, we're going to be scarier. We're going to be more tonally accurate. I don't know. I'm into that. So they're showing good signs of like, okay, we're going to clean it up. We're going to clean it up a little bit.
We talked about it before. It's like they knowingly make slop January through July
Yeah.
so that they can cook in the last half of the year.
Yeah, they seem like they have an emphasis on specific pictures.
Yeah.
Like your Five Nights at Freddy's, like your Black Phone right now, Megan, etc. They really dial into those IPs, and then they kind of throw out your teen horror films, much cheaper films that are usually cheaper in quality as well.
Yeah.
And they make a boatload of profit off of them. Then they take that and they put it into their bigger boy films, which is okay.
It's just a weird business strategy to have your reputation take a hit, and then just your reputation's just going like this.
Yeah.
Weird strategy, bold strategy, Cotton.
Although I thought Wolfman was okay.
It was fine.
I bought the Steelbook. I liked enough to buy the Steelbook. The best part of this news and Blumhouse being involved now with Saw is that because Blumhouse has a deal with Atomic Monster, as in James Wan's company, James Wan is expected to be directly involved with creative again.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Blumhouse, why wouldn't they be like, yo, James, come on over?
Why have him direct one? It's been 20 years.
He's back.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. Put him in the director's chair and let's see what he's got. Let's see if he can make a very special Saw film again. What's not clear right now is if they're going to do Saw 11, if they're going to continue the story from Saw X. I think that's the right way to go. I don't know.
You have to use Tobin Bell while you can.
Yeah, if you want to keep Saw alive and you really want the true original version of it alive, I think keeping Tobin in there as long as you possibly can is the way to go.
Which would be the prequel to the original route.
Yeah. Good luck.
And where is Hoffman?
Every day that goes by, you're cutting it closer and closer with Tobin Bell.
Yeah.
It was already a stretch with Saw X. So, yeah. I'd like to see that, but it could lead to just a straight up reboot. And that would be another reason to have James in the director's chair, because if you're going to just outright reboot it, you want to make sure you do it right, and his name attached would really help.
Mm-hmm.
He's been an executive producer this entire time, but basically that means he gets a paycheck and that's it.
Yeah, right.
I want to see James Wan in creative, see what he does.
For sure. With his baby.
Yeah, truly. That's what started it all for him. Okay, in other news, let's say on the Blumhouse train here, Kinetic Games just announced a live-action adaptation of Phasmophobia. Currently in development. Fittingly, the film will be produced by Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. And, dude, I am so conflicted on how to feel about this.
It's just a haunted house movie.
Right. The right guys for it, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah, it's Ghost Adventures the movie. I don't know. Is there a deeper lore to Phasmo that I don't know? I mean, obviously you're gonna get the ghost, dude. But the ghosts in Phasmo are just free models.
Yeah,
like it's a little weird.
So maybe like the characters that we see walk like they do in Phasmo. Bent over.
Oh, I was thinking they had to find a way to reference that, right?
Have you seen the guy on TikTok and YouTube Shorts that does live action Phasmo and he walks like that?
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. But Daniel Knight, director of Kinetic Games and lead developer of Phasmophobia, said that we're thrilled to officially announce that a Phasmophobia film adaptation is in development. It's a big moment for the whole Kinetic team and the start of something really exciting. We never could have imagined the incredible heights this game would have reached when it launched 5 years ago, and we're so thankful to our amazing community for the lasting impact Phasmophobia has had in the gaming space and beyond. Working with Blumhouse and Atomic Monster marks an incredible new chapter for the game, and we can't wait to share more as the project develops. All right.
Okay. All right.
I hope they have dumb fun with it.
You gotta, right?
Like, don't try to make Insidious.
But don't make a ghost movie and just slap Phasmo on it.
You know
because you can.
You know the ghost beaters, or not ghost. I think of the right thing. Getting my Evil Dead and my Supernatural mixed up. It is ghost beaters, right? In Supernatural, where they're basically Ghost Adventures, but they're really like dorky and cheesy. And take that concept and put it in a Phasmophobia movie, like just over the top dorky characters with it.
You don't be a ghost movie where, you know,
Ghost Facers, thank you.
your third act, they show up and it's the van. And it's just full of shit. And you pick them off the wall one by one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you look at what Ghost Facers are in Supernatural, it's that kind of vibe. You know, where they take it stupidly serious, and
it has to be a little goofy.
Yeah, that's the route I would go. But
found footage mockumentary, I could see that.
I think it should come in and out of found footage. Kind of like, well, actually, Grave Encounters is a really good example of how to do that well.
Yeah.
Because mockumentary, I think it works better because you can go in and out of a cinematic tone.
Right.
So yeah, that'd be fun. I just don't set a camera in a corner and wait for shit to happen. We're done with that in 2025. It's not exciting anymore.
Agreed.
But yeah, we'll see what they do. I had a couple of quick topics. That was it for our main topics. First of all, did you know Fallout is coming to Halloween Horror Nights?
I did hear that.
How the fuck are you going to do that? I mean, it's going to be super cool. They make the sets, you know, and you got like the big ass door to walk in.
Yeah.
There's some fun to have there, but it's just not the type of IP I'd ever expect to walk through in Halloween Horror Nights. But
whatever. it's popping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going to keep doing well for sure. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein is rated R for bloody violence and grisly images.
Cool.
But it's already being called a non-horror film because horror adjacent means not horror. I hate that. God, I hate that. Just like Sinners right now.
Yeah.
Hate that. It's a horror film.
It's a dramatic, thrillery action.
If in that subgenres anywhere there's horror, it's a fucking horror film, all right?
Correct.
God dang it. Here's some interesting news, sticking with the Blumhouse road here. Ma 2 is happening. And Octavia Spencer will return in Ma 2.
Okay.
Anybody seen Ma?
I have.
Did you see how it ends?
I sure did.
Okay, what are you going to do? Is it going to be like Black Phone 2? It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that was some interesting news I saw. Yeah.
You're telling me Ma did well enough where you're like, we got to do another one.
Well, it's fucking everywhere now. Like the thing we just talked about, the Blumhouse. With Megan Halloween.
With the the Horrorverse.
Horrorverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. Now we know why.
Yeah. So okay, that's of all the Blumhouse news lately. That one's at the bottom of my list, but it's cool that Octavia Spencer is getting to come back because that's the only way to do it. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street vibes. The House of the Devil is finally getting some love. Steelbook. This is just announced from Dark Sky Select. Available right now. Link already in the description, by the way. Limited to just 1,500 copies. Cost $29.98. Has an audio commentary with writer director Ty West and actress Jocelyn Donahue. Audio commentary with Ty West, producers and crew. Constructing the House of the Devil, which is new. The Gallery of the Devil, which is new. Blood for the Devil, which is new. Channel 13 news segments, which is new. In the House of the Devil. I don't know what that is. Behind the scenes of House of the Devil, deleted scenes, and the trailer.
Love House of the Devil.
So it's my favorite Ty West film. I have a signed poster sitting right there. I'm waiting to get a frame for it. But waiting.
I think it's still my favorite Ty West film.
It absolutely is.
And
mine.
X and Pearl and Maxine are all very good.
Yeah. The Ty West is the king of truly capturing the 70s and 80s. Like, it's one thing having wardrobe and things match and talent that can get the vibes and whatnot, but to be able to shoot it where it looks and feels like a film from the 70s is a very difficult thing to do. It's harder than you think. And Ty West
nails it every time. Every time.
If you haven't seen House of the Devil from 2009, go watch it.
It's very good.
If you watched it not knowing it was from 2009, you probably would think it's from the 70s.
People in my horror film class did.
See?
Like, we watched it, and she's like, what year did this come out? And people were like, 74. I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't?
It was the only one.
Time?
That was the only one in that class that I didn't see. And I was like, 80? She's like, you're the closest. People are like, 55. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
55.
Well, because I saw Jocelyn Donahue too, and I'm like, you're not old.
Oh, right.
I'm like, your hair, you kind of, you don't look old. But he's a goat.
Yeah.
What did I order? House of the Devil. House of the Devil. Second Sight.
Oh.
I got the Second Sight House of the Devil.
Is that a steelbook or what is that?
Blu-ray. But it's got a bunch of features as well.
Is that a 4K release as well?
Yeah.
Second Sight has the best Chain Saw Massacre 4K release that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw Second Sight was doing House of the Devil. I'm like, I got a cop. If I can click on it, probably not. But yeah, like that is the art on it.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Second Sight goated.
New releases. Clown and Cornfield comes out on VOD tomorrow. Dangerous Animals in theaters right now. I want to go see it. I need to find a way. There's like 5 movies in theaters I want to go see. And now you got Megan 2 coming out this month.
Mm-hmm. I Know What You Did Last Summer next month.
That's crazy that's next month.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been waiting forever.
Feels like I've been waiting my whole life.
That also means I'm insanely close to having a new baby. I'm not ready. No, I'm ready this time. I'm not panicking this time. I'm ready to go. Make it happen. Get the baby out.
Huh?
Death Stranding? Yes. I didn't really care, though. Gonna be honest. I wasn't a big Death Stranding guy, but...
Death Stranding 2. That's not out?
Mm-mm. It had a whole segment as part of the PlayStation showcase, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. They just did they just do like a remaster or a Game of the Year edition or something? Because I feel like I see 4 Death Strandings on my PlayStation, like 4 things popping up. I also heard Death Stranding's kind of chill.
It often gets called a walking simulator. Oh, see? See?
Delivery boy simulator. Honestly, I fuck with it. I might try it. I have PlayStation Premium. I believe it's on PlayStation Premium, so.
What's up, Ace? Yeah, Return to Derry. That's sneaking up too.
Yeah.
It's an exciting year. I wish I lived 5 minutes from a theater still, so I could just randomly spend an afternoon and go watch a movie.
Or 5.
Now it's a whole day, you know? It's a whole day of effort to go see a movie.
We could just make a whole day out of it. See one at like 10 a.m.
Sure.
Then right after, see one at like 1. And see another one at like 3:30
every time between.
All right.
All right.
Get more drunk as the day goes on.
Oh, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. There are several screenings happening that are on June 13th in Los Angeles. Dead Meat is hosting a Friday the 13th marathon, I believe. On June 14th, Jesse Eisenberg is introducing a Zombieland screening. Like, there's a lot going on right now. Doing more and more events like that. But I don't have a formal convention update this week. I'm out of the loop. But I will say Sean Cunningham was just announced for Taste at Chicago.
Yeah.
We'll be at Flashback Weekend. It's going to be a good show.
Flashback's going to be popping. It's going to be popping.
Do you think we have enough people that give a shit about us there that would be worth doing any sort of meetup? No? Okay, good.
Maybe.
Now we don't have to worry about it.
I don't know, because they are limited though because of the card show, like the World's card show.
Yeah.
Is across the street that weekend, and the hotel is full of those people. So I don't know how many people are actually going to be able to go to Flashback, let alone find parking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I think the 28 days and weeks movie night will have to be the next movie night.
Is 28 years out?
It's no. Next week?
Next week. Next Thursday? Friday?
Is it June 17th? I don't remember. Why am I zoning out?
Yeah, it left my brain.
Too many J's. That'd be in the chat.
20th. So next weekend.
So that means we gotta do it next movie night. Gotta watch all of them. Be a good time. That's all I really got. Anything else you're dying to talk about? Anyone else? Anything in the chat's dying to talk about right now?
Okay, so this actually happened. I know we were talking about it this weekend. This actually happened to me today, and I thought I was in a simulation. I'm at the gas station. I'm making sandwiches, salads, wraps, etc. Ran out of lettuce, so I can't really make salads. My coworker's like, "Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. If anybody comes up, can you take care of them?" Yes. Guy walks in, old guy. I'm like, "All right." I walk out. I'm like, "What's up? What do you need?" He goes, "I got a gas can. Can I just get 5?" And I'm like, "Yep." And I look, and it's a yellow can, so it's for diesel. So he wants 5 on diesel.
5 on diesel.
And then he goes, "Can I get back a Marlboro Reds?" I'm like, "You're fucking with me." You're
fucking
and I was like, I took a step towards the scratchers. He's like, "And that's it." I'm like,
"Come on.
You don't want a $20 scratch?"
Did you ask him that? Because that would have been funny.
I didn't, but I'm like, seriously, like we just talked about it. And that happened. I'm like, who's fucking with me right now? Let me get 5 on diesel, back Marlboros, $20 scratcher.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, you're fucking with me. He's got a can. He's like, "Yeah, I just got a can. Just give me 5. 5 on diesel."
5 on diesel. Movie nights. Well, it's either we do movie nights tonight or I don't stream. Wait. No, we either do movie night tonight or I stream. It's one or the other.
I work at 4 in the morning tomorrow.
Probably I like to do movie night at times when I don't plan on streaming, so I'll have to figure it out.
You know,
I'll just go over everything again. Yeah, we'll run through real fast.
Oh, let's start over. It was nice today getting up at like 6:30 instead of 2:30. That was nice. I don't feel tired right now, which is great.
You did it. Recording footage for the horror weekend or for flashback weekend. We'll probably do some sort of like cheesy vlog. I want to do interviews, but it's especially at a show like Flashback, you basically have to have them pre-planned with the organizers, or it ain't happening.
Yeah.
Because we did one interview, our interview with Kathleen Kinmont from 2016.
Yeah.
2016. That was at Flashback weekend, and it involved her coming to our hotel room, and that's what it took. Because otherwise, it's very crowded. Yeah, you could do very quick, like one-off, like two question interviews at their table.
Sometimes.
But yeah, it's difficult. I'll reach out. I know Mike and Meal.
Yeah, because they respond the last 10 times message.
It's only, I think Mia's usually pretty good about responding.
Thanks. Hey. No.
I always told you that you should try to hit on their daughter so we could have it in, but you blow it every time.
All right. I'll take one for
I'll take it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm friends with one of them on Facebook.
One of the daughters?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm not, I don't think.
I think
you're in.
I think someone at the drive-in was like, "Click, there you go. Get working." Told me to, start hitting on her via Facebook when she was right over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
UFC 316 was the best pay-per-view that UFC has had in
a long time.
Probably since UFC 300, probably. It was a great card. And what's funny? The main event was the worst fight of the night.
Agreed.
Yeah. Although we have officially confirmed that O'Malley is a fraud.
Washed.
Get it back on the fight night cards.
Maybe we'll see Adesanya. Adesanya versus O'Malley.
Adesanya fights this weekend, right? This coming weekend at fight night. At fight night, yeah.
And he's not the.
And against Buckley, what did he do to deserve that? Or yeah, right?
No,
that's a fight night.
Not Adesanya though.
Yeah, it is. Who is it then?
It's not Adesanya. I know that. It's Usman.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Usman. A way better fighter. I knew, but doesn't Adesanya have another fight night coming up?
The next one after that is Derek Lewis.
They're not even in the same weight class. I don't know why I thought that.
I'm not seeing Adesanya unless he's on the prelim.
You guys want to hear a great thing about all two of you that care about UFC 316? I had a 10-pick parlay, a 10-fight pick parlay that I got 9 right on, and I picked Sean O'Malley to win the main event. And I'm like, we got up to there, and I was like, "There's no way he wins. There's no way." So I cashed out, made the right call because he fought like shit.
Yeah,
he got his ass whooped. So that's where we're at with that. But dude, a 10-pick parlay, landing 9 of them.
That's crazy.
That was a miracle. And multiple people that I picked were underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky. R-Truth returning. How about that?
Ron Killings, you mean?
Did you see Triple H quote about it?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you see Ron's son post about that?
No.
He said, "Stop the cap."
Yeah.
So glad that God's prayers was answered and he decided to re-sign.
Yeah, but it's funny.
They let his ass go.
They confirmed that part of his new re-signing was that he wanted to be called Ron Killing, so they had a door open that his name was known if he left WWE after his contract's up.
Yep, his son said this is one last run.
Yeah, so
they let him go.
Why would Triple H just lie to us? Yeah,
trash. Yeah, Ron, I think. Yeah, he said it was not a work.
Adesanya doesn't have a fight booked. Okay, there you go. It's because he's washed.
Yeah.
He's just always around. Yeah. Charles versus Ilya. Charles. Dude, I think Ilya's overrated as fuck. But that's because I played too much UFC 5, and he's the most OP character in there. That I'm like, dude, why would Triple H lie to us to save face?
You think Triple H, like,
if you didn't hear, by the way, what happened was that they asked him, was like, "Hey, did the fans get you to change your mind?" And he's like, "Did you enjoy the show?" It was all part of the show. Like, all right, pal.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would Triple H lie to us? His name is Paul. His name is not Hunter.
Yeah.
But that pop for Truth for Ron.
Yeah.
Big, if not bigger than fucking Punk, bigger than fucking Cody beating Roman.
I don't know. The Punk pop is pretty crazy.
It's up there. It's loud.
It was a very real pop for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Levesque.
Who the fuck is Paul?
Paul Levesque.
That was a weekend in a nutshell. Can you guys tell him sunburned a little bit?
Yeah.
Is it noticeable? It's bad, huh?
No.
So I went on the boat this weekend, and I take the time, put sunscreen on my arms, my legs, and then I got distracted. Was more worried about Kane, making sure I had him like triple coated. We got that Irish blood, dude, and so I forgot to do my face. The only part that actually mattered to not get sunburned, and I didn't put sunscreen on my face.
Needs mallow.
It doesn't hurt or anything. I told you, Irish blood caught me slipping. Got me again. Yeah. What's up, Wheezy? Yeah, Cross. Well, because Cross had that freaking that mic drop thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what was that. Just like a post pay-per-view interview? I don't even know what that was on. But yeah, I don't think you go outside either, Corey. To be fair, you got to see the sun to get sunburned. You know what I mean?
It's like every other year. One year I will be in the sun and be red. The next day I'll wake up and it's completely tan. The next summer, same thing. I'll be out in the sun for a little bit and I'll be burnt like a motherfucker so bad I can't take a shower.
I've already burnt my forehead twice, and the summer's like barely started. So
I'm trying to stay inside.
I actually go outside now, so that's a problem.
Oh.
Yep.
Cringe.
It's like every day I'm out there. It's a shame.
Cringe.
I'm not fighting you guys in UFC 5 because one of you's going to be a freak, and then it's going to be I'm going to hate you for the rest
It's uninstalled and it's hidden.
It's correct. I'll see you when UFC 6 comes out, since UFC 5 is the worst game of all time. Swimming? Who goes swimming outside?
Boo. Burnt my arms once in March. Haven't been outside since. Fair.
Well, if you get red that night, that's still a burn. It's just a temporary burn. Because mine does the same thing. It goes away really fast. I tan out pretty fast.
It was a couple of years ago. My shoulders got really burnt. Even though I had a bunch of sunscreen on me, it got so burnt. It was like 10 days. It hurt to fucking lay in my bed, take a shower, shit like that.
Yeah.
And I've not been checked for melanoma.
Sun is bad for you, States. Yeah. Sun, I mean, you should always wear sunscreen when you go outside, okay? My wife is very, like, it's like religious for her, dude. Every day she puts on sunscreen before she leaves.
I have had this, like, mark on my leg, though, for, like, 3 months. I don't know if it's like 6 months. I've had this mark on my leg. I thought it was a zit. It kind of looks like a zit, but it's like 6 months. It's still there.
Well, what's a burn then? We have to get Google definitions of a sunburn. Is that what we're doing? Go ahead, Corey. Google real fast.
Hey Siri.
So what? Do I have to fucking peel to be burned?
Hey Siri, what's a sunburn?
Because if you're telling me this, which is gonna be gone tomorrow, is not a burn, I don't believe you. What the hell? Oh,
I said the word.
It just. Hey Siri, what's a sunburn? A form of radiation burn that affects living tissue such as skin that results from an overexposure to ultraviolet radiation, usually from the sun. That sounds like exactly what I just described. Common symptoms in humans and other animals includes red or reddish skin. Are we done now? Are we done? Yeah, there's degrees to it, okay? This isn't a first-degree burn.
90 degrees. 100 degrees.
Wait, this is what order this is not first-degree murder. How does sunburn work? Third degree is the bad one. Oh, yeah, because it's like a third-degree burn. Duh, stupid. So this is a first-degree burn here. Which Dr. Mike?
The doctor.
There's only one Dr. Mike that I watch.
Is he a doctor?
He is a doctor.
Of what?
Of sports medicine.
Oh, so not a real doctor.
He's fucking smart, dude. He's smart, though.
Like a chiropractor.
Yeah, like a chiropractor. Yeah. His name, Dr. Mike Ershotel of Renaissance Periodization. I watch all his stuff. Doctor. Dr. Mike is a real medical doctor.
Yeah.
He's also very handsome. He put out a video recently addressing comments calling him fat.
Oh.
So we need to put out a video addressing comments calling us fat?
How do they know I'm fat?
I don't know. So are we done here?
What about Mr. Hands?
Mr. Hands?
Dr. Mike, Mr. Hands.
Lonely Blue Herb, what up? Just found out that Kane will be at a con. I'll be out in July. I have to get a Slashcast shirt before that. Yeah, please. I'm begging you. Everybody, anytime any of you guys see Kane at a con, make sure you bring up Slash and Cast.
Oh man, I love you in the Slashcast intro.
Yeah, do that every time. Even though we do these live now, I'll work it into the starting soon intro. We'll bring it back.
Oh yeah, well while you turning the mics hot, just have the. All right, it's Gay Otter.
Yeah,
it's Jason from Friday the 13th.
Wouldn't be hard.
This is Morgan Freeman.
We'll bring it back, but yeah, he has to know that we have viewers.
Yes,
he doesn't believe us. Anytime you ask, every time you mention like knowing Riley, you mention that to him, he'll be like, "Really?
Keep watching.
You've heard of Riley?
I'll fucking kill you."
Thank you, Kane.
Who the fuck are those? He wouldn't say that. He'll always be, did you know that he went to school with my son? He'll always say that.
Just tell him, yeah, I heard that in a video that has 10 million views.
Hey, we were just talking about summer camp. That's another thing I did not mention about that teaser is that they are expecting to release it. If there is no F-13, the game, specifically the game news on the 13th, it'll come out that same week still. Just not the 13th.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to get buried. You don't want to pop your cherry too early.
I wish somebody would have told me that when I was younger. You know.
What do you mean? You waited till marriage?
I waited a long time.
My eye.
All right, you want to play the Jaws game?
Jaws.
We'll save it for Thursday. It'll be fine.
Picking a poke. I don't work Thursday. That's why we're doing that. Or Friday. That's why we're doing that, right? I think so.
I heard if you swear in the first... Yes.
That is true.
That's true, but we have not been demonetized. So YouTube, my way of bamboozling the system, don't tell them this. I always report our videos for profanity ahead of time.
Right. You self-report any potential demonetization, and as long as you are accurate, they'll leave you monetized.
Yeah, it's not something we've had to deal with for over 5 years now. So I just always report our videos for profanity ahead of time, and they still pass it for monetization.
Right. If you check it and say there is no profanity, and that or like streams, you don't mark that.
Yeah. And
if it was in there, but also, we get claimed by Carl Casey anyway.
Oh, the Tony Hawk demo's out. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Terrifier arcade game was fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the full game. I'm gonna have to get the Clark edition. I still been putting it off. I lost my job right when I was planning on buying it, so although it's not, because it's 90 CAD. Was that like 60 bucks?
70
bucks, something like that.
Bad.
That's not bad. Yeah. If we were getting demonetized, I would just remove it, because I have two different versions of that intro. One of which he says, "I'll fucking kill you," and the other one is, "I'll kill you and your whole family." Doesn't that sound a little bit worse though?
He didn't say fuck though,
but he didn't say fuck, so it's fine. Yeah. I also have the one he did when we were in Texas. He did one for that.
Oh yeah.
But I was with him in it. He required that I was with him in it, and now I hate that intro because I'm 80 pounds heavier in it. So I dodge it. Dude, I was going through photos yesterday. I've had, you could call it body dysmorphia, I guess, but since I actually am fat, it's not dysmorphia. I'm not making up the fact that I'm fat.
How do I know you're fat?
But I have been like way more critical of my body after losing weight. I hate that. That bodybuilders talk about that all the time. It's like when they're in a really hard cut is when they find they're the most pissed off at their body, where they have real dysmorphia. I technically, by definition, don't. I just actually am fat. But yeah, it's been driving me. So I was going through old photos yesterday, and it made me feel a lot better. I was like, oh my God, it was bad. Even if you go look at Kane's first birthday party, which not long ago, it's 10 months. I was huge, dude. I was massive. I was a bowling ball. And my beard was longer. I'm sitting there like, I can't, I'm sweating. Just sitting there sweating. God damn, bro.
So when I work at the gas station and I work on the register, the whole time I'm stuck in one spot. My foot hurts like a motherfucker. Okay, today I was back in the kitchen making sandwiches, walking back and forth between stations. My foot don't hurt, but my back hurts because I'm fat and I was standing.
So your foot's doing better? Warms up a little bit?
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
I think I hear my son. Hello? If you can hear me, he can come in here. It's fine. Okay. They're on a walk. I don't know. Or is that the dogs? Or is that my son? It's really hard to tell through the headphones. Now I hear my wife. Safe to say it's the boy. Yeah. You have a thickness to you. Thanks. Honestly, right now, it's been my stomach. I just feel like my stomach is bigger every day, but I know it's not. Especially because, like, dude, I've been really bad. Like, I check it with my weightlifting belt all the time. I'm like, man, maybe I'm gaining weight or something. I check with my belt, and then, yeah. My belt out there, my old powerlifting belt, I could not put it on 8 months ago. Now I'm like 5 holes deep, brother.
You had to make your own holes.
Yeah. For real. I could not fit the damn thing. Now it fits fine.
You know it's bad when in my life, in the last 10 years, I've had one belt. And there was a point where I had to make holes because it was too big and I needed it tighter. Yeah. And then I got to the point where I needed holes the other way.
Do you remember here? This is a funny story. I almost said this to Peter, but I don't want to make him feel bad. Although it wouldn't make him feel bad, he wouldn't care. But you know how we had to make a new hole in that belt for the welded machete gag? I'm on that hole now. Yeah. Yeah. That belt's still too big, actually. Don't tell him. One day at a time. And then once I'm in good enough shape, we're going to change this channel into a fitness channel. I hope you guys stay subscribed.
I thought it was going to be NPC channel. Ice cream so good. Yum, yum. Ice cream so good.
I can
yum,
never.
yum.
I can never.
Thanks for the rose.
We embarrass ourselves enough on stream.
Thanks for the rose.
Thanks for the rose.
Thanks for the shot.
What's up, Lucy?
Thanks for the shot.
Dude, when I was on just the couple streams I did on TikTok, and people like gift those types of things, like I don't know.
Thanks for the rose.
I don't know what that means.
Thanks for the rose.
I don't know what that means at all.
Thanks for the rose. Ice cream so good. Yum yum. Ice cream so good. Yum yum.
So maybe you should do it.
Thanks for the galaxy. Thanks for the galaxy.
Isn't the Galaxy the expensive one?
I think so.
Isn't that like $50 or something?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that stuff means. We have a buddy that streams on TikTok, and he gets it. I don't get it.
Come on, give me a galaxy. Come on, we're almost there.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't do it. But I respect those that can.
If I could guarantee, like, honestly, my old salary just doing NPC streams, I'd do it.
It's not. You can probably do that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, but who wants to look at me? You want to look at women?
There's a whole market just for you, Nicholas.
Do I have to show my feet?
Yeah, you do. It's the only way.
All right.
Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell. You know what time it is.
Tell you what, I watch more, obviously more Mythical Kitchen, but I watch more Mythical Crew than I end up watching Good Mythical More. Like, I think I watch Mythical Crew, like Mythical Weekends, every week.
Are those are a thing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I watch those every week, and I'm only watching like 2 or 3 Good Mythical Mornings a month. Ones that like catch my eye.
I watch it every day still.
I used to.
I have a timed. I have a timed lunch break these days where I set up a designated time for me to eat every day, and I always watch Good Mythical Morning during that.
I back in middle school, high school, I watched every day, and after school I would watch Good Mythical Morning and Charles Trippy's vlogs.
Oh yeah,
every day. And then he joined We the Kings. I'm like, holy shit, my two worlds are combining. And then I grew up, and I wish I didn't.
It's a shame.
But I still watch Good Mythical Morning. I haven't watched Charles Trippy in a long time.
Good Mythical Morning is like the one YouTube channel that I have been watching consistently for 15 years. Consistently.
Smosh. I never stopped watching Smosh.
Yeah, I never really watched Smosh.
I watch everything. Their podcasts. I watch damn near everything.
What a man.
They're good.
Watch Night Swim or play Victim on Graveyard an entire stream. I'd watch Night Swim, gonna be honest with you. Our streams are too long. That's like 4 hours. 4 hours on Graveyard.
There wouldn't be a monitor or a PlayStation after it.
It could be Victim or Family. I don't care. 4 hours on Graveyard would make me want to die. Can't do it.
I'd rather just watch Night Swim.
Yeah, that's 90 minutes and you're done. Okay.
Is it the worst 90 minutes you've ever had? Maybe.
Yeah. Black Box TV is returning on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, but they kind of cock-teased me a little bit, to be honest with you, because I thought the way it was titled, I thought we were like bringing back Black Box TV Presents, and I was really excited. But they are remastering. They're doing a 4K release of that one zombie episode from old school Black Box TV Presents. So I want to see that, Tony, again. Bring back, like, I'm not a huge into the VR stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool, but man, Black Box TV Presents might be like one of the most influential things for me in terms of like making content on YouTube. That's how I started making shorts and stuff. That's why I bought a DSLR because of Tony Valenzuela.
He's a goat.
He's a goat. I didn't cancel shit on him. It wasn't me. Huh?
Oh, you didn't have to say it. You're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
But she is the best sister though, dude. Like
that the denim outfit. Damn.
We talked about Terrifier earlier. The demo's good. It's fun. It's exactly what you'd expect from it.
I didn't finish it. I ended up just like dying on purpose because I was like, okay, I get the vibe.
Yeah, we got it.
But I played for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
It's enough to get the vibes.
Yeah.
It's not long. It's like a 30-minute experience anyway if you
Oh.
play the whole thing. Not even, probably. So, yeah. Oh, we hit the 2 p.m. mark. Time to hit the hay. Take a break. Eat lunch. Work out.
Would.
Come back.
Would.
Do it again.
Would.
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 Did anyone think the same thing that me and Nick did when Kayla Harrison was doing her speech after she won the title? And she was like, UFC 316, John 316. And we immediately was like, Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. Man, if she would have done that, could you imagine?
Harrison 316 said I just whipped your ass.
That would have been the best pop ever.
It didn't happen.
Glass shatters. Did she just start coming? She could have started using the theme. That would have been great. Under the same umbrella. TKO. The TKO umbrella. How about it?
Sad.
Stream tonight? Yep. Yep.
My go-to game right now, or one game I'm looking forward to. Well, right now, the only game other than like on stream I've been playing is Balatro, and it's kind of just to my ADHD. I have something like a show or a movie on, and I'm playing Balatro at the same time. It's kind of just my ADHD needs to do things. Looking forward to. I mean, GTA. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Any of the games that we talked about today, definitely looking forward to playing. Fear the Reaper.
Directive 8020 confirmed that the system, basically the same system that they have in the casting of Frank Stone, is going to be in Directive 8020.
I did see that.
Do you know what time they tweeted that?
It was like 4 a.m.
4 a.m. on the dot. I don't know.
Are they?
Where are they based out of?
Yeah. Are
But
they
even then-
foreign?
But even then, why? Like, you should base your times usually on Eastern time. So that
5 Eastern is still
Yeah.
way too early. On a Sunday? Saturday?
it was Saturday, I think.
Yeah, still.
But that's pretty cool. Expected. I figured that's got to be their thing now. Keep that in their mix. But okay, I don't know what game I'm playing tonight. Still up in the air.
Depending on when you start, will be if I'm there or not.
What
Also,
time do
my
you wanna
internet.
start?
Also, my fucking internet.
I'll start. I will work out and we'll start. What do you want to play?
Mm.
Dead by Daylight? Chain Saw Massacre? Killer Klowns from Outer Space? Predator Hunting Grounds? Evil Dead the Game? Running Outlast Trials?
I don't have it.
Well, you need to get it. I'll buy it for you. We'll play it.
Phasmo?
Is Chase going to be there?
Probably not.
That's what determines the answer.
Probably not. I don't know if we're friends anymore. I haven't played with him forever.
He was literally just talking about trying to move here yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we could play some DVD.
I'd be willing to bet I bet you personal gun accounts say something about the 2-year anniversary of TCM.
Like Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Like, yeah, it's like 2 years ago today. You know, our dream project came out. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? I highly doubt the main account talks again beyond patches.
Yeah.
Until they come back. Till it's saved.
By who?
What's up, Anthony? I do want to try Outlast Trials.
I do want to play the Chaos DVD.
Oh, the Chaos Shuffle.
Chaos
Yeah.
Shuffle.
That's
Because I
fun.
don't know what the perks do anyway, so.
Yeah. It's fun. I kind of wish there was a way for you to read your perk description in game. Unless
Yeah.
there is, I don't know about it. Because, yeah, there's so many perk icons that even I'm not positive what that one does.
Can you press start, go to the menu, and scroll over
I
and read them there?
genuinely don't know.
I've never tried.
I have not tried.
Yeah. You can pause and hover over it. Okay.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to learn. I'm going to practice.
Tomorrow I open, so I mean we could stream in the morning. I could join the stream in the morning.
Go to
Then I'm like 5 to 9, 6 to 10, 5 to 9.
It's all over the place.
Easy. Pretty easy.
I will make up my mind on what game we're playing about 15 minutes before.
Oh.
Yeah. Right when we're about to say, like, what am I feeling right now? Yeah. What game is not going to burn me out in the next 4 hours? That's basically where my mindset is. Like, what can I play for 4 hours right now?
TCM? No.
Yeah. That game is so easy just to play, though. Because I can kind of go into autopilot on
Yeah.
TCM.
But you have to only play family.
But that is a downfall.
Yeah.
That is the sick world we live in. UFC Undisputed 2. With Lesnar on the cover, right? Is that right? Undisputed 2 he's on the cover?
I think so.
Summer Game Fest. I mean, obviously Resident Evil. That was the biggest pull from there.
Like the whole like week as a whole, or like the actual.
Yeah, the whole thing probably. Deathground, like we were talking about earlier. I'm excited for that. Silent Hill F.
The game where you're shrunk down, Grounded 2 got announced. I'm happy for those people. They were fucking hyped. The Grounded fans. What was in the PlayStation State of Play? Sword of the Sea.
Oh yeah.
The from the creators of Journey.
The surfing one.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to that. I love Journey. And then 007 First Light. People were clowning on it though. I'm into it. I like Hitman. So it's from the Hitman studio. It's a little more story based, but I'll take it. Otherwise, I'll be fun to watch Silent Hill F.
I played through the most recent little experience they had that's leading up to it, and that was pretty fun.
Did you see Xbox announced a handheld?
Did they?
Mm.
Like a real one?
Yeah, it's the Steam Deck, but Xbox.
So a Steam Deck, because
But but Xbox.
Is it did there any like specs?
Probably. I don't remember.
Does it look cool? Is it like an Xbox controller?
No, it looks like a Steam Deck. Oh, by the way, I bought a Steam Deck.
Well, you bought a Steam Deck?
Yeah.
With what money?
All of it.
What? Which one? Like just the first edition?
No,
or
the OLED. The OLED, I got the 512 gigabyte because the terabyte's out of stock.
I got a 512 and it's been enough. There's only a handful of games that
I would want to play on there anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not playing fucking Call of Duty on there. But you see Black Ops 7?
Yeah. You know what's funny? My mother-in-law, you know, I told her last show, I talked about how my mother-in-law bought a PS5 for their new a PS5 Pro for their new little game room.
Yeah.
Well, she picked a game did not talk to any of us and picked a game for me, my wife, and then my sister-in-law to have. And the game she got me, it was funny just the way she read it. She's like, hold on, let me look at my Amazon orders. It's Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm like, oh, nice. Can't wait.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you could download that.
Which is funny because I'm going to sign into my account and it's already going to be there.
Download that, and then what else? What is everyone else going to play on? Because there's no room.
Correct. Well, I guess it's 2 terabytes.
I caved. I deleted Call of Duty on both PlayStations.
Yeah,
I think I'm done. I think honestly, even Black Ops 7, I think I'm out the game.
I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna get Black Ops 7
I think I'm out the game.
Hate myself.
We're not getting it for
free. Do you
free.
think I could still? Yeah. Why not?
Doubt it.
He talked to me afterwards. He was really nice. I'm gonna still message him.
I honestly think I'm out the game. Like zombies, it is fun, but I just don't have the time or the fucking memory, the space for it.
Well, you just get a M.2.
I do. It's been sitting in my room for months.
So install it and then reinstall Call of Duty.
No. I don't know. I only want to play zombies.
I like to play, but it's on. The only thing holding me back is time.
Yeah, that too.
It's a type of game you got to put real time into, and I don't have time for it.
It's not a game where you could just, I have 20 minutes, I'm gonna play a game, one fucking match.
My gaming these days is pretty much exclusively quote unquote working, streaming, and now I'm gonna have 2 kids. What the hell am I gonna have time to play Call of Duty in my free time? If I was a Call of Duty streamer, then sure.
I'm just so tired anyway, like all the time. I don't have time for anything other than like fucking Balatro.
Perfect.
I do have it. Actually, I think it is 2 terabyte. I have a 2 terabyte SSD.
We'll go install.
No, maybe just one. Maybe it's 1 terabyte. But yeah, I've had it for months. I just have not put it in. But I don't know. I think I'm out the game.
Out the game.
Unless Mason is back. Also, all the zombies takes place in the Dark Aether in Black Ops 7.
I didn't actually look at any details other than there was something specific about it that I was like, it caught my eye, and I can't
Mason
remember.
and everything takes place in the Dark Aether. All the zombies takes place in the Dark Aether. So,
didn't they said they were going back to like classic round based zombies though, like there was something they said that was they're going back to an old school approach to zombies or something. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Y'all demons. Hello. Oh, we're just talking, just hanging out.
We're chilling.
I haven't played Gears since Gears 2.
I don't think I've ever played Gears.
I never committed to it, man. My brother used to love Gears, so I tried. I guess I played a little bit of Gears 4.
Never played, never got into it. Anything.
God, it takes 30 minutes of losing just to lock in. It takes 30 minutes of losing just to lose your MMR so you can go against people that suck.
True.
Yeah.
Gears co-op? Is that a thing?
Yeah. I almost streamed yesterday afternoon Indiana Jones.
Remember when they said that MW3 there wasn't going to be another COD for a long time? And then they said, okay, Black Ops 6, there's never going to be a COD for a long time.
It's going to be yearly
and
forever.
Now we're getting Black Ops 7.
Why are we getting 2 Black Ops games in a row? Anyone care to explain that?
Zombies goated.
Why would they do that? Like that should be a no-brainer to us that they're maddening us. Like they're just reusing assets and making tiny changes. Usually Call of Duty actually does feel, I mean, it's the same type of gameplay, of course it is, but it does feel different
because of the 3-year cycle.
Right. Now if you're Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, it's like, oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's weird to me. Okay, we should wrap this thing up. Got things to do this afternoon before we stream again in the evening, which it's seeming like 40% chance it's Dead by Daylight.
60% chance, nothing.
It's like 10% chance Evil Dead, 25 Predator. TCM's at about a 2.
Ghostbusters?
Oh man, I'd love to play Ghostbusters.
50?
Puppet Master?
No.
Why not?
Because I'd have to download it.
It's like a 2 gig game.
My internet sucks.
Yeah, it's like 3 days. Yeah. God, that bad, huh? But what about Infinity Ward?
Who?
What are they doing these days? Huh? Okay. I'm going to click the button now. Thanks for hanging out, folks. It's been a good time. Appreciate you. I think multiple things we talked about will be posted as videos separately. I need you to, probably throughout the week, I need you to watch every single one of them to the full capacity at 0.25 speed. Thank you. Have a great day. But for real, though, back tonight. Appreciate y'all. And we'll catch you on the flippity flip. Deuces.